Chat, let me know in the comments, did you grow up with domestic violence in the house? I did. I'm going to share some stories a little bit later on in this episode, so stick around to hear those. But let's get off into this. This is a lady from The Bachelorette. She's actually getting completely canceled right now. They shot the entire show, and there's footage that I'm going to show you that she's basically beating up her husband and even hurts her own kid. And yeah, her show's cooked, and hopefully her career's cooked as well.
Yeah, look at you. Look. Yeah, look. This is called physical abuse. Yeah. Yeah. See, Taylor, this is all you do. It's the only thing you know how to do is hurt me.
What the f***?
Huh? You think this is okay? It's not okay.
I bet my man got some generational wealth coming after he sold this footage, though.
Fucking hope so.
TMZ, how much you want?
Holy
I don't give a f***.
Let me go. Stop.
It's a kick. Okay, punches, slaps. She already had him in a chokehold. It's a metal chair.
Holy shit, bro.
Very heavy. There's her daughter.
Your daughter is right here.
How the fuck you miss that TV?
Oh my gosh.
Another chair?
Oh my.
Bro.
You're
Dumb fuck.
Bro.
Kid's
She
on the
is
couch, bro.
vile. Evil. How
Foul.
dare you? How dare you?
You. Stop.
Oh, just hearing that baby cry breaks my heart, dude.
So fucked up,
Oh,
man.
it breaks my heart. I'll be getting into my feels when I be thinking about stuff like this now, because now I have a daughter, bro. Oh my god.
That's fair, bro.
You're done. Stop screaming at me. God. Stop.
God.
You're done.
And it's always you did this. Oh man, I can't. Oof. Just hearing the baby cry. Oh.
That's it. That is it. No more. You're done. Be stop.
She is done. Her career's done.
Oh, for sure.
This is your own pain.
This has gotta be coffin nails for her shit.
Poor child.
I'm taking the blame for you. Yeah, I'm sorry, Indy. Taylor?
Dude, I'm surprised the neighbors aren't knocking on the door like, are you guys alright? Sounds like a fucking murder scene in here. Holy shit.
I'm done with you. I'm done. Stop.
And this is the woman they put on The Bachelorette. And the thing is, dude, this is from 2-3 years ago. This happened in 2023.
Damn.
You're screaming. Your daughter just got hit
Out of her
in
fucking
the metal
mind.
chair. No, you. Go
So
and
much
help
restraint
your
on his side.
daughter. Now. Help your daughter, Taylor. Oh my God.
Please tell me that he's like a stepdad and he can like cleanly get away from this shit. Please fucking tell me.
This woman apparently has 3 kids, too.
God
Like,
damn.
this isn't her only child. So, fast forwarding a little bit, this is the actual footage of when it happened.
Be able to talk to you without you two giggling at each other. Okay? So go ahead. Like, you can sit or whichever. So what's your name? Taylor. I'm Officer Rubegrecht with the Harriman Police Department. The neighbors called in. Saying they heard a bunch of yelling. Your last name P.A.
Boy! Stop it with the crocodile tears. I always play victim, bro. Like I said, this happened in 2023. ABC went through and said, you know what, we're going to put her on The Bachelorette, a single mom with 3 kids. Single mom. This is what these men are getting to compete for? Are you out of your mind? Where's a woman that doesn't have kids? What are we talking about? She's a catch? If she's a catch, I'm a bodybuilder. I'm the freaking quantity.
Well,
Yeah, I'm emotionally hurting, I guess.
you're what?
I'm emotionally hurting. I'm not physically hurting. I'm emotionally hurting.
Okay. So your last name is just Paul?
Yep.
They need to get some captions on that shit because I cannot decipher retard.
Okay.
She got 3 first names, Taylor, Frankie, Paul. So,
Damn.
so odd.
I pushed him. I hit him. He pushed me. I don't know what to say about it.
Nah, he didn't push you. And the thing is, if he wouldn't have recorded this, we would have believed her.
Probably.
Can I
Maybe.
get a drink, please? Please?
Can you promise not to talk to him while we go in there?
Sure.
I just don't want anything escalating to an argument or fight while we go in there. Okay?
Nah, you need to temporarily put that bitch in some zip ties or something. Like, there's no fucking way that she's gonna... Nah. She's gonna fucking pop off. She has to. Like, she already did.
So you went out on a girls' night. You said that, right?
Yeah, he picked me up from girls' night.
And then what?
Girls' night.
She's a runner, she's a
Yep.
track star.
And he was f***ing me out the whole way. All the way.
About. So when you describe that to me, about what?
I guess having fun on the girls. And he was going to a concert, and he was like, we're not going to the concert now. And he came home. And then we were fighting.
Bro, I'm gonna keep it a thou out chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Once you have 3 children, girls' nights is out the window.
Yeah.
It's family nights. That's what you should be doing. Now, maybe once every year you go out with a girls' night. This sounds like she's like, yeah, I was just doing girls' night. No, you don't get to do that. It's family night. The second you chose to have kids is the minute and the second that you chose to prioritize your family over going out and being with your little chicken-headed friends. Gotcha, bitch!
Well, another one, too, is that, like, look, man, if it was a club night, it's like, yeah, no, she was out there looking for some strange. That's exactly what she was doing. I mean, people could argue that, you know, that's just some bullshit I'm saying, but most of the time that's true. I don't give a fuck.
You got 3 kids? Girls' nights are a wash. You should have did those.
Mm-hmm.
And let me just look up. Let me just look up how old this woman is. Taylor Frankie Paul.
You should also look up and see exactly how many fucking dads to her kids she has. Because if it's like, you know, 3 baby daddies or whatever, yep. Ho math. Ho
How old
energy.
is she?
Ho all the way through.
This woman's she's only 31. Okay,
God
never mind. She's
damn.
a lot younger than I thought. She got 3 kids at 31. She was born in 94. Dadgum. Okay, never mind. She's a lot younger than I thought. I thought she was at least 40, brother. I really did. That's why
That's
women
'cause
be
she looks
aging like
tore
milk,
back.
though, bro.
Fighting at each other, and then I was going at him, I guess hitting him, and then he pushed me into the kids' stuff, and then I had one bus, and
She's
the
just like,
other pushed me so hard, and
You're
then
a
I
liar!
fell back, and then we were just
Where did the
Talking like a child. Ain't nobody believe this story. Nobody believes this story.
where did the kids go?
Hour and a half. It's to leave. I mean, I'm just being bombarded, feeling like she's jumping on my truck, slamming my doors. Like I think my
So
truck
is that
doors.
your white truck?
Yeah, I think my truck doors broke. Like she's on top of my truck, jumping. Like, dude, I can't even believe what just happened.
You want? Let's go look at your truck.
I just like lost words.
And I was biggity bet you she went out on girls' night, got drunk, came back, and was hostile.
Probably.
Yeah, with her divorce and stuff. Like, I think that's just been really hard on her. And she hasn't done any therapy.
And that's a different relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that wasn't that long ago, so it's very fresh. So we got in a relationship, like, really pretty soon after her divorce. And so that...
Man, I haven't been to therapy. It's like, bro, if you need therapy to understand accountability, it's not, there's no fixing you. You're fucking retarded. Because all they're going to do is, you know, let you lay down on the couch and then probably prescribe you a bunch of medication that's going to make you, like, slowly fucking become a zombie. And then you go clubbing like that, you come back with alcohol in your system, which is going to fuck with the way the meds is supposed to work with you. And then you come back as a fucking rabid animal that just starts whipping steel chairs at the fucking the male figure in your home, completely disregarding the fact that there's a child like only feet from where the chair's trajectory is going. Like, dude,
that's why it's been hard. It's just been, like, a lot, I think, for her.
Okay.
And...
It's been really just a lot for her. She's really just been going through it, you know. And she had 3 kids. We don't care. Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think she's going through a lot. She's the type to where...
bro,
yeah,
bro. I was on your side. I'm not completely away from your side right now, but you were coping for her. Don't. Bitch understands accountability. She does. She has to. Like, she just, you know, thinks she can get away with everything. She thought she was going to put up with that shit forever. Hell no. God, I'm glad you got that on video, bro.
it's hard for her, I think, to get help. You know, like, she fights it.
So
That's
you
the
guys
problem.
come home. She starts getting angry.
Yeah.
Because you're saying that you're wanting to go home.
Yeah, well, I was trying to just take her inside. I was trying to help her in. I was like, let's go. Like, you need to go inside. And I think she was saying something that she wanted to go party still. I'm like, no, like, you can't. Yeah, and then I
Go party. I'll raise all the kids. I'll stay here with the kids. Go party.
So I was like,
No, I just imagine though, right? If she's blacked out currently during the recording of this video, she's gonna wake up tomorrow with some post-retard clarity and just be like, fuck, why am I in jail? What had happened last night? You're like, oh, well, it's all on video.
and just like she was not coming out. So I was like, okay, well, and she said her parents were in here. So I was like, oh, perfect. I was like, I'm gonna go.
Are they actually in there?
No, they weren't. It was like, I don't know, her niece or something like that. I don't know. And so I went in there and was like gonna get them. I'm like, hey, Taylor's like drunk. Can you like come get her or something?
Are they coming over?
No, they already left. They were house sitting for her, watching her kids.
Oh, okay.
And then she came flying in, and that's when she was like freaking out on me in front of them. And I'm like, whoa, what?
And what was she saying?
Oh, crazy stuff. I don't know. I think she was like, I don't even know what she was saying. I don't know. Something about her phone. She was going off about her phone, and then she chucked her phone at me. And then, or no, she threw it on the ground. And then, damn, everything happened so fast.
The reality, that's the reality of this, is that you were victimized tonight. And that's why we're here, is we don't want...
And dude, this is why I like to stand up for these men, bro. I stand
Cheers,
up
brother.
for guys like you and me, man. Men are so disenfranchised right now.
Facts.
It's like the narrative now is believe all women, and what it should be believe all men, because most of these men ain't got no dog in the fight. Especially with this DV. This is why I bring up that study every once in a while from the 10 Men that talks about domestic violence not being gendered. Like, women are perpetrating this stuff just as much as men, and women get away with it, and they get not as harsh of sentences. A woman will do the same crime as a man and get a way lesser sentence. Y'all want equality? Let's start there.
We don't want further violence.
Yeah.
And maybe this is the reality check she needs, that like, hey, I need to get things in check.
Nah.
So,
Yeah, speaking of getting things...
No, that won't fix shit, honestly. I would put money on it that this bitch is not gonna change her ways at all. She's gonna sit there in jail if she goes at all, whatever, and blame him the whole fucking time. Then get out and blame him. Don't do a whole fucking social media, bashing campaign. All that shit. Yeah, no, she's not gonna learn from this shit. She already knows better, and she's 31, dude. She knows right and wrong. She keeps fucking up. Alcohol is like, honestly, I drink plenty of alcohol, right? It doesn't fuck with your judgment that much. It just shortens your fuse. That's all.
Things in check. You guys should go check out Free Cash, where you can play mobile games and get some free cash. I'm thinking like a 4.7 on Trustpilot, a 4.6 on Google Apps, 4.6 on Apple App Store, whatever. Sorry, I'm a freaking boomer. Stupid. And I got some guys in the Discord that are doing really well with this. One guy, I think since last year, I think his name's Eric. He's made like $2,500. So click the link in the description. It's super easy to sign up. You can even put your goals of how much you want to make it, and it'll give you those like milestones that you need to hit. But if you're just bored sitting around, you need some extra cash, you need some extra beer money, you know what I'm saying?
Beer money. Cheers,
yeah,
brother.
Scan the QR code or click the link in the description and make a little bit of extra coin. And that's $5 on me if you sign up.
I just want to talk to you real quick.
Sorry, but one kid just appeared, please.
No, it's okay. I'm glad the parents showed up.
I don't know which one's which. The little girl? The one upstairs. Oh, okay.
The parents?
One little conversation.
I guess that answers that question. The parents showed up? How many fucking baby daddies should she have? That's crazy.
And maybe like a smack on the wrist that doesn't...
Sure. I threw it at him.
Okay. What about the, like, all the metal...
Our lawyer's just like, shut up! Shut up! I threw a chair at him, I hit him with that 1-2. I hit him with a 2-piece and a biscuit like I was working overtime at Popeyes.
I'm still trying to figure out how the fuck she missed that TV, because it was like right there in trajectory. Like, she managed to miss the TV, but I guess hit her kid with the fucking chair or some shit, because the kid fucking started blood curdling, screaming, and all. I don't know, whatever.
Here and like the...
I threw him on him. Yeah, I'm scared.
Why?
I'm scared.
About what?
Him.
Like, what were you... Like,
We're scared of.
I'm just trying to get
He's
that
fighting
feel.
back. I
He's
peed my
like,
pants
are you stupid?
because I was so scared of him in my.
So you were so scared of him that you decided to throw chairs and steel chairs at him when he tries to leave. That's weird. Because if you're scared of him and he's trying to leave, then just let him leave. That would be the logical course. But if you're retarded, you'll throw steel chairs at a person trying to leave. Weird.
He pushed me into the wooden thing, so I reacted. I threw the wooden thing at him, and when he came in, I threw everything else at him. I was scared.
Okay, I can talk to you more.
You're a liar!
Okay, that's fine, but I'm just very
Put those hands behind the back there. Straight to jail. Do
Yeah.
not collect $200.
Yep.
Cheers,
brother.
Yeah.
You're ignorant. The audaciousness. They must be selling Audacity on the clearance rack right now
Smart
because
code's still there.
she even has the audacity to go on talk shows and talk about, like, so we just saw what happened, right, Chad? We just saw what happened. This video right here dropped 2 days ago, but this is an interview, I believe, from a while back with her. Or no, this dropped. This literally dropped 2 days ago. So she dropped this 2 days ago. Just listen to how she's talking about this encounter. We watched everything. We know the details now.
Bachelorette, the breakout star of Mom Talk, and the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Taylor Frankie Paul is with us. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I want to
Doing
hear
a
all
press tour after abusing her husband. Crazy word.
about your
Hold on. Let's wait a little bit further. We can get closer view, but 31? Bitches tore the fuck back for 31. Holy shit. She's got more miles on her than a fucking... than a fucking 12-valve Cummins from the first generation. Holy shit.
Bachelorette journey, but first I want to give you the opportunity to respond to recent headlines about the alleged domestic violence incident with your ex-boyfriend.
Oh, it ain't no alleged.
Share with us about this.
Alleged?
Honestly, it's been a heavy time to see the headlines.
What, for him? Because you were hitting him with chairs?
Especially
metal
during
ones.
this time of The Bachelorette being released, and it's supposed to be a really exciting time. I'm a person that will always
Is a toxic abuser?
speak
With
my
a dude's
truth,
name?
and that's what I'm known for.
gonna
And so
live
when
with your truth?
and that's what I'm known for. And so when the time is right, I'm a person that will always speak my truth, and that's what I'm known for. And so when the time is right, I will be. But right now, just trying to be in the present moment and focus on this. But the thing is my kids do come 1st.
Mm-hmm.
My kids come first.
It sounds like your lawyer told you to shut the fuck up because you're making yourself look stupid. But, alright.
You're a liar! You can't even spit it out right because that's a straight up lie. You hit your kid with a chair, bro.
Yup.
Kids don't come first.
And so it's been like just a back and forth process, trying to be here in the present moment, worrying about home and headlines. It's been stressful, to be honest.
We did reach out to Dakota, and
I'm gonna keep it at that. Wow, she looks like a bug. I don't know what it is. Looks like she was an extra on a Bug's Life.
we did not, for a statement, we did not get a response from him. Now we have reports that The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives has paused production on the next season. I know there's a season on right now, and then season 5 was in production.
Okay, so her Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is also canceled.
Reports say it's paused. Is that true?
Honestly, I don't call the shots with production, so as of now, I have gotten word that it also has been paused, but I do not call those shots. So, as far as I know, it was, but I don't know for how long and why.
You were trying to call them shots at home and you were fucking doing chair shots to your like, I would assume X-Man. Not X-Men. Whatever. Fuck you.
I know you're one of the executive producers.
For how long and why? Probably because you were the star of it. You got hit with a massive domestic violence case, you big idiot. Stupid.
Big
On the
tard.
show.
Yeah, I got told that this year.
Oh,
and
you didn't
so
know that?
I didn't know, and I was like, what does that mean? I was like, I think just because we share our lives and we produce like our own, lives.
Chad, is it me? Or she's a 31-year-old woman who talks like a 16-year-old. Like, I don't even know, like, I was just thinking, like, are y'all getting that vibe?
Yeah, like early 90s, that movie Clueless, but almost has a little bit of self-awareness, not to just be like, oh my god, with the stupid fucking, the twerk. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that necessarily what that means. Really.
And how do you envision your future on that show?
Hard to say.
Non-existent, Rebecca.
now, right? Just
Right.
because of, everything going on. It's hard to see past this, I'm not going to lie. In this moment, it's just so heavy. When your life is broadcasted out there in these headlines, it's like the end of the world. That's what
Well, you're a PR liability. There's no reason that anybody should ever put you on their show. I don't even know why they did this. That's crazy work. It's fucking. It's like a cope campaign.
it feels like. I'm not going to lie. But I will say I've been here before, and I got through it, and shared my story, my light. So I'm hoping that I can do that again.
Yeah, and you're about to share your journey with all of us.
Yeah.
On the Bachelorette, your journey looking
Yeah.
for real love. What made you decide to do that in the midst of being one of the Mormon wives? It's taking on a lot.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Tell me about the decision to do it and why.
Well, for me, the girls had gotten the opportunity to do Dancing with the Stars, right?
Yeah.
And so I looked at that and I was like, well, if they can do it, and they have kids, and they are going out and chasing their dreams, like, why can't I? And so it maybe, I was like, I want to do something that I want to do in that sense. So for me,
Bro, she looked 40.
Right?
dating as a mom of 3 is extremely difficult. So I was like, okay, so I get to go out, get away from my toxic cycle here in Utah, go date,
Your toxic cycle. You are the toxic cycle. Gotcha, bitch.
Facts.
and then also have my kids come out and visit me. That to me seemed like, why not, right? I will say, you don't realize how, like we were talking about a little bit, but just like how.
Bro, the worst thing would be is to be her kid. You want to know why? Because these women are pursuing a career and pursuing the limelight more than they're pursuing being a freaking mom.
Oh, just remember, when her kids go to school and shit, they're gonna be like, I saw on TMZ your mom beating the shit out of your dad or your second or third removed stepdad or whatever the fuck that was. I don't know. But yeah, no, that's the same kind of embarrassment that kids are going to receive when they find out their mom's an OnlyFans hoe.
Knowing that,
Gross.
mommy's got to go out and do this shoot. Mommy's got to be away from home. You think when she was on The Bachelorette that she was out there kicking it with her kids? No! Wasn't hanging out with her freaking kids, dude.
No, she had to hire a handler.
You know what she was doing? On that show trying to get piped. That's what she was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so have you heard about this?
Crazy
Big bombshell
work, bro.
2023. And
Let's see here. During the argument, hit the victim.
Just hold on a second, though. Hold on. So 3 kids, right? 3 kids, and she was on a show trying to become a wife of somebody. What, to like make more motherfucking kids? Damn, the baggage is heavy.
Victim
threw
multiple
some
times.
things at him, like household objects, including this new video that came out.
In light of the newly released video footage that just surfaced today, we've made the decision to not move forward with the new season of The Bachelorette at this time, and our focus is supporting the family.
ABC's parent company did
The family?
This
You mean
is
the man?
one of their flagship shows. It was actually a storyline. We'll then see that her child is sitting there on the couch, her 5-year-old daughter, and you can hear her crying. So that is
Brother, that's a body. Getting carried like that, body. You know what I'm saying? That's a body. Think about this. ABC spent millions of dollars producing this show. Millions
I
of
want to
dollars.
turn to our new Bachelorette, the breakout star.
I don't feel bad because I know they got it,
Right.
Like, I don't feel bad because I know they got it. But they spent millions of dollars producing this show, knowing that she was a domestic violence perpetrator,
Mm-hmm.
not a victim, knowing that, and then still went through with the show. Still went through with this freaking show.
That's insane work.
Let me go.
If that doesn't tell you the special treatment that women get in society, I don't know what does.
In
It's
light
like,
of the newly
let
released
me
In
go.
light of the newly released video, we've made a decision to not move forward. Okay,
we
that's
have
fair.
made the decision
Which they
to
shouldn't.
not move forward. Prioritizes her
All
family
right.
safety.
Grateful for ABC's support, and she prioritizes her family safety and security.
You're a liar!
She is currently preparing to own and share her story. Own and share the story.
Own.
You're the one that did everything. This is what I don't get, man. She's in the wrong.
Yeah.
She needs to apologize to her kid that she hit with a chair, and her husband's what she needs to do.
Hopefully,
Own and share her story. What the fart is even that, dude?
Yeah, I mean, the only way to... Oh, wow, that fucking photo is rough. Anyway. No, what she needs to do is just be like, by the way, I'm retarded. I decided to attempt to beat the shit out of my husband. And, yeah, that's pretty much the end of the story. That's what she needs to say. Just admit it straight up. I don't care if you want to consider that crass. I don't really give a fuck. I don't actually care. But, yeah, that is the only way she can actually own up to her story.
Bro, what? This mugshot is
I
brutal.
know, that's
Like I
fucked
said, bro,
up.
she looks like an extra on a Bug's Life. Her ears, she might even be able to not just smell what the rock is cooking, but maybe even hear it as well.
Gotcha, bitch.
Like, good Lord Almighty.
She could hear a fucking egg cooking on a rock in South Africa from fucking California with those ears.
This is crazy work. I feel bad for the guy.
Aim to harm Taylor.
Wait a minute. She said the latest installment in his desperate attention-seeking destructive campaign to harm Taylor.
What?
He just videoed what you did.
Delusion squared.
Bro, you can't make this stuff up. I had to cover this. You know, I usually don't cover this because I don't care about celebrity stuff.
No, but this is funny.
But when I see women abusing men, I have to stand up for the guys.
Fair.
Off-camera interview.
Every big event that I've ever had has been taken from me due to someone that doesn't like to see my success or happiness, and that's just the truth of it. It's just what I learned.
A source tells ET. Dakota
Are
filmed.
you out of your fucking mind?
Really?
It's been taken from me and just, everybody tries to take every good moment from me. You took it from yourself.
Right.
You were the abuser in this. What are you talking about?
Well, even then, it's like, dude, you're on a show basically auctioning off your vagina, and you want to talk about taken from you? What? You gave all of your shit away. The fuck is wrong with you? Your IQ is like fucking room temperature. That's wild.
It's a lack of accountability, bro.
100%.
Claiming investigators have had it since 2023. Dakota also denied.
That's what's also crazy. They've had this footage since 2023, and
Yep.
ABC still decided to shoot this show with her.
That's
They were like, you
crazy.
know what? It's all good. It was probably his fault anyways. I know you'll come out on top on this. And as soon as they found out they weren't, boom. And then also, why are we putting a woman on The Bachelorette that's a single mom of 3?
Single mom.
Lame.
She's not a catch, bro. She's a throwaway. Nobody's catching that. Just chunk that, bro. You got 3 kids.
Mhm.
It's a wrap. God, it's a wrap. Okay, let's get into story time, like what I was telling you guys. But first, let's feed the beast. Loki, free. Sit. Wait. Free. Go to your place. So, when I was a wee lad, let me put the yapper music on. When I was a wee lad, well, let me take you guys back. So, my parents divorced when I was 11, and for the first 11 years of my life, I only have negative memories of my dad. My dad was a drug addict, drug abuser, anything from meth, coke, weed, alcohol. I remember him dipping all the time. He had a massive corn addiction, and my dad was a complete degenerate, up and down, left and right. My dad told me when I was 6 years old that he smoked pot, and I thought he meant smoking pots and pans. I was like, how you gonna smoke a dang pot? How you gonna? Because I'd seen him smoke cigarettes, so I understood that concept. But I was like, how are you gonna get a pot and crush it down and put it? And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Hey, different strokes for different folks. That's what my dad does. And I always had this weird conundrum when I was a kid of like wanting my dad to be my hero, but also being deathly afraid of him.
Right.
Because I lived in a household where I watched my dad abuse my mom a lot. He would hit my mom, slap my mom around, and then he would force me to stay in. Like, I would try to go outside when this stuff was happening, when they were fighting, because I didn't want to hear this stuff. What kid wants to see this stuff, right? He would force me to sit in the living room and say, you sit in here and watch your mom be a stupid MF, or you watch her be a dumb B word. Like, he would just, every name in the book he would call her, and then he would just absolutely terrorize her. It wasn't anything that was like, oh, he's punching her in the face, but like shoving her up against cabinets, biting her ear, pinching her, thumping her, poking her, annoying things, and it would be for hours. It wouldn't just be like, hell, he does it for 30 minutes and it's over. For hours. And then one time he even pushed my mom. I might have been, me and my mom had a broken arm at the same time at one point. She told me she slipped in the shower. But what actually happened is my dad pushed her down and broke her arm.
Oh, damn.
It was crazy. And she didn't tell me that until I got way older. So shout out to my mom for being like a soldier on that one. But yeah, dude, I remember seeing my parents fight all the time. My dad would just not beat my mom up, but basically terrorize her for hours. And he would just sit there and make me watch. And then my mom would just scream, Levi, call 911! Call 911! And I would try to race to the phone, and he would keep the phone away from me or take the phone and put it in his pocket. And like a very, very few times I was able to call the cops, and then they arrested my dad. But just going back and thinking, like, being a kid and having to call the cops on your own dad that you loved but also feared, such a weird spot to be in. Such a very weird spot to be in. because I wanted to love my dad because he was my dad. There was like this weird bond that I had with him that I wanted his approval and I yearned for him to love me, even though I know he never did and never really gave a darn about me or three of my half brothers. He didn't give a darn about them either. And by the time I was old enough to kind of realize what was going on, I was like 6 or 7, and all my older half brothers were already out of the house. So it was like they were more like uncles to me than they were brothers. You smell what I'm stepping in? Like, they were all 10, 11 years older than me. When I was born, they were like 11 or 10 years old. So
I actually know how that is too, because my older brothers, and so alright, so I'm the only one that both my mom and my dad had, but they both had 2 kids prior before they got married, and so yeah, they're all like 12, almost 15 years older than me, and so yeah, they didn't really raise me, but in the latter years, once I was older and shit, yeah, they definitely became more of a parental, or I guess you can say uncle type influence, because my dad died of cancer in 2004. I was 18, you know, and so that kind of brought us all together, and so I definitely get how that works. Maybe in a different timeline compared to Levi over here, but yeah, no, I totally get that.
it was just like I couldn't bond with them. Even now, I can't bond with them. They're almost like strangers. They're like uncles that I know, and they kind of look like me, but I don't really know them that well. So it's weird. I'm probably closest to my oldest one. He's the most mature. I guess the middle brother of those 3, he's a complete degenerate. He's institutionalized, can't get out of prison, and then the other one's just pretty much a druggie. So my oldest one's actually doing well for himself. He has a few kids, has a good job. Anyways, so they were out of the house by the time I could remember. So it's just me, my mom, and my dad. And from about 6 to 11, those 5 years, bro, just constant beatings for no reason. My dad choked me down the hallway one time because I was outside just playing, just talking mess to my friends. Choked me down the hallway, and then would spank me with a studded belt. Damn. Like, I was raising that generation of go get a switch. If the switch ain't big enough, you're going back outside. Basically, your parents or your dad would make you go get a switch from outside. You come inside, pull your pants down, and I'm talking just switch to butt cheeks. Hurt.
Ouch. I'm
talking back, butt, legs, whatever. Like, you get licks. And it wasn't one, it was multiple. And yeah, I also remember like looking in a mirror crying as a kid, just so sad that I was going through this, and I hated it. And then forcing myself to smile out of it.
You know, here's I hate to constantly interrupt the dude, but it's like, it's weird, because when your dad is actually your fucking hero, this is the crazy part, right? When your dad is actually your fucking hero, and you piss him off so hard, like, I'm not, I shouldn't say piss him off, but like, you do something incredibly fucking stupid, and then he spanks you, that right there, it's different. It's different. It actually, like, you're just like, oh fuck, I pissed him off. That sucks, man. I wasn't trying to piss him off. You know, it's not because you're afraid that you're gonna get your ass whooped. It's just like, man, to disappoint my hero is way more painful than just getting your ass whooped. You know, there's a whole mental process behind that, and it sucks that a lot of people don't have that hero aspect with their parents. So, but yeah. Anyway,
just forcing myself to be like, yeah, it's okay, it's all good, and like understanding that level of emotion that at home I was truly distraught and sad, but out in public I could fake it. So yeah, and just talking about this stuff makes me get my feels. But that's why I saw this today, and I was like, man, this kind of hits home. So did any of you guys go through anything like that? Like, it was a typical 90s abusive home. That's what it was, bro.
No matter how you fucking chalk it up, bro. Cheers, brother. I get it.
Like, I remember my dad just, like, hitting my mom for no reason. All the time. Just smacking her. I'm like, what is going on, dude? Smacking me, too. Just knocked upside the head for, like, whoa, what was that? And he's just like, just shut up. I'm like, okay. Like, my dad was a firm believer of kids should be, you know, not heard and not seen. Just stay in your room or stay outside. And my dad, I never remember my dad having a job. He always was like selling weed. My dad was a weed dealer. So imagine you're a 90s kid, you're sitting in the living room watching TV, and people are coming in and out of your house all day long. In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, all day long.
Yep.
I thought it was normal. I was like, wait, my dad's got a lot of friends. They'd be like, hey, what's up, Levi? And they'd just walk through. And I was like, well, this is weird. And my mom put up with it, which I thought was awful. Well, you got a kid, you're putting up with a man who's selling drugs? I asked her later on, I'm like, why'd you put up with this? Well, at least, my mom's like, at least he was paying some of the bills. I was like, that's terrible. You're putting me at such risk, bringing in all these degenerates who are looking to buy drugs. I'm sitting in the living room. What if they kidnap me? What if they do something else to me? You know what I mean? And not a very safe environment. But my dad was super paranoid, though, because he was always drugged up. And he would always start projects he would never finish. But I remember...
the whole starting project shit and not finishing, that's straight fucking tweaker energy. It sounds like the dude was smoking a little bit more than weed, but whatever.
I first started having friends over, like right as soon as my parents kind of, like were at the end of the marriage, maybe like 9 to 10, because they got divorced when I was 11, like 9 to 10. And my dad was so paranoid, he had cameras all around the house. Our house was crappy, dude. Our house was not nice.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely
Nobody's
tweaker.
worried about breaking into our house, bro. If you breaking into our house, you're going to leave money in there. You ain't going to take nothing.
So, by the way, if you got cameras or all over your house for shit like that back in the 90s, you were either a tweaker or you had a lot of tweakers that were trying to get at something you had in your house. And you're like, all right, I need to document that ass. Yeah, no joke, dude. So, back in the 90s, we had fucking tweakers hopping over our wall all the time behind our house. They were hopping over, because they used to use this shit like a fucking highway. They'd jump over the wall, and then they'd run through the gate, and they'd just go through shit. And my dad's like, what? Why? Shit, dude, bicycles go up missing, power tools, like random tools come up missing, and all this other shit. And he's just like, man, he finally got to a point, you know, where he actually took a bunch of boards, right? It's like, you know, boards like, what, maybe 3 feet long, about a foot wide, and he'd fucking fill all them shits full of nails. He'd fill them full of fucking nails. It's like, you jump over the fucking wall, and you land on that ass, yeah, you're gonna be carrying an anchor, and it's gonna fucking suck. And yeah, he caught a couple of them, but they're too high to even bother thinking about, you know, like calling the cops, you know, and why would they? And it's like, oh shit, hold on, so you're calling the cops because you broke into someone's backyard? Anyway, whatever.
Like you're gonna break in our house, feel so bad that you're like, all right, you know, here's some cash. I'm sorry for the window. Here you go. We was poor, and I'll even show you the house. But my dad had blankets all over the windows. So growing up, as soon as I got home from school, you know, it's bright, sunny outside. As soon as I got home from school, it would be just dark. This is the house I grew up in. So yeah, you walk through this door right here, and then you go all the way to the back, and there's actually a music room that they built. And this was my room right here. So this is where I was pretty much born and raised for 18 years of my life till my mom moved. This is the room that had the computer with LimeWire that I had tons of viruses on. Shout out to my mom for having to pay for all that. And my dad actually built this carport. He built this garage right here. It was supposed to have a garage door on it, but he never finished it, of course, because my dad never finished anything. But this is the house I was raised in. So,
bro, did your mom sell that house to some tweakers though? Because that shit's kind of crazy. But anyway, whatever.
Like I said, when friends would come over, and we would have blankets all over the windows, they'd be like, "Why do you guys have blankets all over the windows?" I was like, "I don't know. My dad just likes it dark." But it would be bright, middle of the day. So growing up, I always was interested in like dim lighting, and even in here, I keep the lighting kind of dim, and I have this window covered because I want to control the lighting. But even growing up, I always had this, like almost like Bane, like I was born in the dark. Like I always liked it a little bit moodier and darker because I was raised up that way. I didn't like a lot of natural light and things like that. So it was very, very weird for me. But yeah, I had video cameras all outside the house, and you know this side of the street was nasty. This side of the street, look at that. That was my neighbor. Very nice home. Very nice home. This is where it gets bad. That house is bad. That house is bad. This house is bad. Like all these houses are kind of bad. But that's where I was raised, dude. I wasn't raised around money. But yeah, my childhood was pretty rough. About to age of 10 or 11, it was really bad. I was just poor, dude. Like I didn't have a lot of money. That's why I'm so grateful and thankful for you guys, man, because you guys have seriously changed my life. I know I say this a lot. You guys are probably like, yeah, you're a freaking broken record, Levi. You say thank you all the time. Because you don't know how grateful I am, dude. My mom was living off of like $800, $900 a month when I was a kid. I was eating government cheese, raised by a single mom. We were dirt poor. Like, it sucked. It really did. Loki, I think you got it all. Some of you guys were like, somebody in the comments was like, Levi, I think you might have a yeast infection. You should look at his paws. No, he uses his paws to eat the treats, and then he licks his paws because he's a big bag. Big bag, big bag. Go to the vet all the time. He's just fine. Healthy as an ox. Barely even goes outside because he likes being inside so much. But yeah, dude, I wanted to share some of my childhood because I don't know if I've shared some of that with you guys. But let me know a childhood story that you guys have, whether it's good or bad or something like that. But yeah, dude, I remember my dad putting hands on my mom all the time. All the time, which is probably why I was a womanizer in college. I mean, I hate to say it. I've thought about this a lot. I've thought about like maybe I was such an a-hole in college because I was like, my perception of love is so far gone. I didn't know what a functioning relationship was supposed to be. I just knew that treating women badly would keep them around. My mom stayed with my dad for 18 years.
That's wild.
And he treated her like crap. And I was like, okay, well, this works. And then, being raised by a single mom, I learned how to manipulate my own mom. And if you can manipulate a 38, 40-year-old woman, guess what? You can manipulate a girl your age. You know? So it was just a recipe for disaster, which is why the stats make sense. That most of the degeneracy in this world comes from single moms. They have to work all the time. They're absent. There's no masculine figurehead in the home. That's why it's been so important for me once we had baby Nick, and I was like, I'm going to be present. So some of you guys have been like, Levi, where are the live streams? Bro, I'm not doing nothing with the live streams right now because I'm spending time with family. Like, we have a newborn right now. We got a 4-month-old baby. I'm so grateful. Thank you. For everybody that said anything. Thank you, guys. And, you know, we prayed and prayed and prayed. And, and I'm just grateful that I have a healthy baby, but I'm really soaking this stuff in. Like, everything from her umbilical cord falling out. She's teething for the first time. She's, you know, wiping the drool off her face, holding her, watching her hit these little bitty milestones. This is stuff that I'm like, I know my dad didn't catch this with me, but I'm going to make sure I catch it with him. And there's one thing I did learn from my dad. It's exactly how to not be a good dad. So I'm going to just do the opposite. Be present all the time. I will be doing a live stream for the 340,000 subscribers because I appreciate you guys. Probably be next week. I got family coming in this weekend. But yeah, try my best not to get my feels, but this episode really hit me in the loins. All jokes aside, I feel bad for anybody that's been a part of domestic violence, been around that stuff, but like some of the darkest times of my life when I was a kid and my dad was in the home, I remember I was just so terrified of him all the time. Just getting hit, watching my brothers fight with him too. It's like, just wasn't conducive of a good relationship.
Yeah, that's wild too, because I had a situation with, let's just say a sibling. I'm not going to go further than that when it comes to whatever. This motherfucker came home. He was high as shit on meth, right? And he was talking hella shit to my dad, right? He was talking hella shit. And I was like, yo, like, quit talking hella shit, you know? I was swearing. I don't give a fuck. I was probably like, 10 years old? I was like, you know, quit talking shit to my dad, you know? And then, dude, like, literally fucking hawked a loogie from across the fucking room and landed on my neck. And I was like, you know, basically I was like, you just spit on me. And my dad's like, he came out there wide-eyed as fuck. And he was just like, bruh, did you just hawk a loogie on my son? And then, yeah, they squared up. My dad beat the brakes off that motherfucker. Yeah, that and it's crazy because the cops showed up, all that other shit. And, like, I guess, you know, well, just say it is what it is. One of my brothers fucking, you know, got one good hit on my dad and made part of his lip bleed, right? He's like, well, why you got all that lipstick on your lips? It's like, what? Like, I was just beating the shit out of you. You got one hit, okay. You know? Like, it's just fucking crazy, man. Yeah, I'd say a lot of crazy shit has happened in a lot of families, and it fucking sucks. And I'm actually really glad that people understand how not to carry that particular kind of legacy on. And so I'm very happy that Levi did his thing, because, you know, he learned how to not do it wrong, or something like that. But yeah, the point is, though, yeah, I think there's a point, yeah. But yeah, the whole single family or single mother shit is kind of fucking crazy. It does a lot of things. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Sometimes it works really fucking well. Sometimes it doesn't. I would argue that it doesn't. Majority of the times doesn't really fucking work. So it's important that the father and the mother put all of the effort in and try their fucking hardest not to make the household a fucking war zone. Because the children are going to suffer more than the parents do in that short time. They're going to carry that through. They're going to see that as the standard of, oh, this is part of life, you know. And so they won't really think too much weird about it when it starts to happen in their relationships. And yeah, it really shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be that way. You know, we all know right and wrong, and that shit should be carried through into your, you know, your current relationships. Don't bring that old past stuff in there. It's not conducive to anything other than toxicity.
At all. It wasn't a good foundation of like what I should aspire to be as a man. Not at all. Ain't that right, looks?
Whoop-dee-doo.
But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's always good to have you guys out, man. Until next time. Peace.
Anyways, I'm going to kindly fuck off. I'll be back at a later time.